Okay, by comparison, this is the Gamblin Galkid. I recall when you see it's got the amber look to it. I recall that when my daughter brought this home, it was clear. Now that could be because it has stayed in the dark. But by comparison, we can judge it. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's very nice. It's very clear. I think that's a really fine medium. They do a superb job on grinding their pigments too. And the way we can test this is by taking a pure white and putting a little of this oil in it. And by comparison, we see that the white hasn't yellowed. That's what we're looking for. So by comparison, we're using the Gamblin as a stand. The paint remains pure white. It doesn't go blue, it doesn't go yellow. If you keep this bottle in the light, it will lighten. In the dark, it's been in a closet for several years, and it has darkened by volume, but when I put it on the palette, it remains light. That is amazing. I'm really pleased. Now, this was made with the amber as well, the Maroger Gel, as you can see. Now we're going to test the whiteness against the Gamblin white. We put just a chiclet size, and it's almost undiscernible, but this one with the amber oil that I had is slightly warmer. It's not terribly off, but the Gamblin is whiter. No, I'm wrong. They are virtually the same. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, so using Gamblin, they're the same. Okay, I'm using 5,000 Kelvin light. The reason why I use 5,000 Kelvin light is the yellow peaks at the same point as the red and the blue. So that each at 5,000 Kelvin, the yellow, blue, and red spectrum cancels each other out. That way you get a pure light. The way you test the purity of a color is in the high yellows. The color separators, the guy who do color separations will use these high yellows against the high greens or high violets. And that's where they get the purity on the canvas. So if you're going to get confused, you're going to get confused with those very high notes of color. Now I'm going to just add this Gamblin to the mixture. That's a very fine oil. And I'm going to add the Maroger to the white and to the black. And if you're a purist, you may want to mix your powdered pigments with pure medium as well. Now I've already mixed the black, and if I'm going to paint uninterrupted, I'd probably mix the Maroger in with all the pigments, especially if I'm dipping pure pigment in. Now this is the medium that some of America's best known portrait painters use, like David Lafell and Greg Cruz, and imagine a bunch of them use. And of course you'll see better results than what I do use. Now what I do is I squeeze a little bit out to the side here. If I need to dip my brush in and thin it out a bit. So I can